Black Ops 7 just hit the shelves a little over 2 weeks ago, and just as you would expect, people have been hating non-stop. Of course, a lot of this hate doesn't come without good reason. I understand the people that feel like they're paying $70 for the same product every single year, and I understand the people that still have some gripes with the matchmaking despite Treyarch's claims that the matchmaking is the exact same matchmaking we played in the beta. But the one argument I've been skeptical of this entire time is that Battlefield single-handedly dismantled everything Call of Duty was doing when they dropped Battlefield 6. I don't think Battlefield 6 is a bad game or anything. I actually plan on making some videos about Battlefield 6 in the near future, but I do think it's kinda interesting that so many people have this idea in their head that Battlefield killed Call of Duty when some new data came out today proving essentially the opposite. I'm not 100% positive about what's going on here, but I do have a few different theories I'd like to share with you today. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to leave a like on the video, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I upload almost every single day, long form and a short, so if you enjoy that, you're not going to want to miss out. But we have a lot to talk about here, a lot to unpack, and the first thing I do want to mention is the fact that anyone that has made the claim that Call of Duty is completely dead in the water has been pointing to one thing: Steam's player chart. We all know Steam's the only platform that really lets you see the exact player count at any given time. Call of Duty took that feature out after Black Ops 2 had more players than Call of Duty Ghosts the year it came out, but now I really have to think that this Steam chart's a little bit misleading. A lot of people have made this assumption that the Steam player count being so low signals that the player count is low across all platforms. But this chart came out today showing that Call of Duty is still the second most played game on PlayStation and the first most played game on Xbox. And to be completely honest with you guys, I do expect these numbers to rise as the holiday season goes on, even as the year goes on, especially if people are buying this game for their kids. You gotta think, the majority of parents are not gonna buy their kids a $3,000 gaming computer. It probably stings buying them a $500 PlayStation or a $500 Xbox. But Call of Duty is still dominating the consoles, and that's not overly surprising. After all, Call of Duty has always been predominantly a console game. Another argument I always found kinda odd was the argument that Xbox Game Pass had no significant impact on the Call of Duty player number whatsoever. But given the game is number one on the Xbox charts, I feel like that completely dismantles that argument. Obviously, people are playing on Game Pass if the game's number one, and the only game ahead of Call of Duty on PlayStation is Fortnite, another free-to-play game. Now, this means a few different things, mostly things we were wrong about. First off, the sales numbers are not as low as we thought because the game is not free on PlayStation. You have to pay for the multiplayer. You have to pay for the game to play the game. It's owned by Xbox. They're not going to make it free for PlayStation users. It is what it is. Another thing I'm coming to realize is that a lot of Call of Duty YouTubers have no clue what they're talking about. And it really sucks because I like a lot of their content. People like Fooly, The Rick, Blame Truth. I think those people are hilarious, but they are just rage baiting, and it is working. Most of all, I think this really does mean a lot of the hate for this game is forced. A lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon of whatever they see people saying online. It happens all the time. And I feel like Black Ops 3 is a great example of this happening. When that game was out, I had this notion in my head that everyone hated Black Ops 3. I thought people thought it was one of the worst Call of Duty games of all time. Now I see people putting that in their top 5 Call of Duty games on a regular basis. As for the matchmaking, this really doesn't prove anything. I wish it did, but it really doesn't. Really, it could go both ways. Either what people were saying about people overall just being better at Call of Duty now is true, or there still is skill-based matchmaking in the game. We all can agree that the game's sweaty. It's a lot of fun, but it's sweaty. And unfortunately, I really don't think there's ever going to be a way to truly prove whether or not there is SBMM in the game. We can't trust Treyarch, we can't trust Activision, we can't trust our own intuition. I feel really like it's so anticlimactic. During the beta, it felt like everything was going back to normal, felt like we were going to get a classic Call of Duty release, and then when the game came out, it felt like the same matchmaking we've had every other year for the last 5 years. I guess the only way we'll really be able to find out is if we see Christmas noobs. The game gets a bit easier as the year goes on because there's more new players. I don't know. I don't know why. Out of nowhere, I just started feeling really antsy in my chair. Like, I just want to, like, I don't know. Feel really, almost anxious. Now, given that the player count does seem to be just fine on console, I do hope they're able to sustain that player count. And something I saw a YouTuber say in one of their own videos, I don't remember who it was, but I was watching it last night when I was going to sleep, so I didn't, like, check to see who the YouTuber was. But they pointed out that the launch of this game has been very similar to the launch of MW3. And as a lot of you know, not that many people were too happy about MW3 at launch, but when all was said and done, people thought that was one of the best Call of Duty games we've gotten since Black Ops 3. And I agree. I actually liked the game at launch. I thought the MW2 remastered maps were cool. I thought that was a very good selling point, to be honest with you. People have wanted MW2 remastered for years, and that's obviously the closest thing we're ever gonna get besides the PC mod. Which, by the way, let me know if you want me to make any videos on that PC mod, because I do like playing that. It's pretty fun, even though not a lot of people play it anymore, but we always have bots. I truly do believe Black Ops 7 can get the MW3 treatment as long as a few things happen. We need to get the right remasters, give us all the Black Ops 2 maps, even give us Overflow. I don't care. I said I could go without ever playing on that map again. again, but I don't care. Put it in the game. If that's what we have to do to get the Black Ops 2 remaster, so be it. I'll take it. Do not give us any AI-generated slot. We can easily tell that the prestige emblems are AI slot. I'm sure a lot of the calling cards are AI. A lot of the loading screens are probably AI. Maybe even some of the camos, I don't know. I'm mostly just going for the mastery camo like I do every year. Then I'm gonna go for some of the prestige camos because I want the Black Ops 2 camos. I don't really care about the other camos. I'm just gonna be honest. Who cares about the actual camos of the game? If you're not going for the mastery camo, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. The one thing I will say is if they actually add stakeout into this game, I am 100% uninstalling the game. I hope to see the player count drop if that happens so that maybe they'll take it out, go back to the drawing board a little bit, try to bring us back again. That's the only thing that's gonna make me stop playing this game entirely. I don't want to see that. That'd be like MW4, bringing back Stash House. I never want to play that fucking map again. That shit sucked. By the time they added it, I already had all my camos. There was no incentive for me to play on that small-ass map. The last thing I think would be really good for this game, and I think it would be really easy to make it happen, and make it interesting and fun still, I think they should only add weapons from prior Black Ops games. And I'm talking the original trilogy. I was never a fan of BO4, I was never a fan of Cold War, even though for some reason I'm better at Cold War than any other Call of Duty. It's kinda ironic to say the least. And I don't want to see anything from Black Ops 6 coming into this game. I don't want to see stakeout, I don't want the guns. I originally wanted my Dark Matter camo, but now I don't even want that. I just want this to be its own separate game. The only thing I think they should be bringing back are the remasters that were in Black Ops 6. I'm excited to play Fringe. I've seen a lot of people happy that Fringe is coming back, and I'm really hoping they do bring back Grind. After all, Grind was a Black Ops 2 map, so it would really make sense to put it in this game. I could really go without Hacienda, and if they're gonna bring firing range into this game, I highly recommend you make it studio. Make it fit the theme of the game. Do not recycle the entire map. We've never gotten studio remastered. I think so many people would be so excited to see that happen, and you'd be commended. It would fit the theme. It wouldn't be entirely recycled. Well, technically it would be because it was a Black Ops 2 map, but it's been 13 years. Let me know what you think about this whole thing in the comments down below. Do you trust these charts? Is it all just propaganda? Are we all stupid for falling for the YouTube rage bait? I don't know. I'm still confused. Hopefully a lot of this gets cleared up in the forthcoming weeks when more people start playing the game after Christmas. Yeah, guys, pretty much all I have to say. Later.